All right, Dwane Casey threatens to send Sekou Doumbouya back to the G League after his recent dip in performance. And also, let's talk about Dwane Casey as a head coach and assess him a little bit. We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out our Detroit Piston playlist and check out my other channel too, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, entertainment over there. That's Goodfellas Sports TV right here on YouTube. And yeah, he basically said that it's a lot for Doumbouya to learn about being a pro, and they have to find a way to put a fire under him to get him playing at that level again. So I'll link the article in the description so you can check it out on the article link. But yeah, that's their job. All the veterans he got in that locker room, from Derrick Rose to Andre Drummond to Blake Griffin, to Tony Snell, they should be, helping this kid get in the routine. Now, you can't tell no grown man what to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't make them get up and work out, but you got to get them in that routine. You kind of got to be like that father figure to them, but when you around guys that's not being successful, they not winning, it's hard to respect them. So they got to get this kid in a routine where, he using his free time and optimizing it. It's okay to go out to eat and go to the movies and play video games and stuff of that nature, but it's a time and a place for that. They got to develop that Mamba mentality work ethic where, we get up in the morning before shoot around, let's go lift some weights. Let's hit the gym room. Let's get some shots up. Then we go to shoot around. Then you got your day to yourself. Then we get ready for the game, or we get ready and watch some film if ain't no game. That's what they got to get the kid in routine of. He's a kid. His brain is still developing. You still can mold his basketball brain and IQ, and you can get him into a habit of being efficient and, a workhorse. That's what they got to do. You can't really force a grown man to do something, but sometimes you got to force a grown man to do something, if you catch my drift. Sometimes you got to strong arm him. But that's what Dwane Casey here for, is development. And it sounds like he got a little bit of lazy in him. He might be caught in a trance where he tired of losing. We going to lose anyway. It don't matter. I'm going to be here. Most of these guys going to be traded. But they got to get that. They do got to light that fire in them. And it starts with his preparation. Watching film, working out, getting into a routine when you on the road or at the crib, and showing them what it takes to be on the LeBron level, what it takes to be Kevin Durant, what it takes to be Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Them guys just didn't wake up and was good. They had to work at it. They had to get shots up. They had to treat their body right. They got to show them how to eat on the road, not to eat the sandwiches and the Popeye chicken sandwiches and the McDonald's and the Burger King. No, develop great habits now so, he can flourish down the road. But would I send him back to the G League? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't send him back to a G League. Not as punishment. You know what I'm saying? I would, why I got him here, even if I'm Dwane Casey, and I got to just let, maybe Sidney Lowe on the team break down some film and do some things. I get this kid up, we going to work out, going in the weight room. Sometimes you got to be a father figure. Hit the treadmill with him, go to the weight room, then we go to shoot around, then let him have his free time. But, a little bit before the game, before we get to the arena, we watch some film, and you got to take him under your wing. You got to develop him yourself. Those things you got to force him to do. That's what you got to do. They got to get him in a routine. He need a mentor. Now, should, Dwane Casey be the mentor? No. You got Drummond, you got Rose, you got Tony Snell, you got a lot of guys there that can help him out and show him what it takes to be a pro. But if Dwane Casey got to be the one doing it, then it is what it is. With the G League, it ain't nothing but a punishment, because if you don't know, the G League, they still taking buses. You know what I'm saying? They still taking buses, staying in the sleazy hotels. That's one of the reasons why LeVar Ball didn't let LaMelo go to the G League and take that G League elite contract. Because they beating up on him in the G League. You taking Greyhound charter buses like that. No, it's a punishment. It's kind of privileged to be in the NBA because you chartering. We got a private jet. The Pistons, a first-class organization, great practice facility. You know what I'm saying? You're getting treated like a king there. So I get his drip where you want to punish him. But what you really need to do is get him into a routine. And once he get into that routine, I'm telling you, he going to carry that work, develop. If you instill that work ethic right now, he going to carry that on for the rest of his career. Show him some of them Kobe clips where Allen Iverson talked about Kobe Bryant and said, they went out to dinner in their rookie year and Kobe asked him what he about to do. He said, I'm going to the club. And Allen said, what you doing? He said, I'm going to work out. That's what you got to develop. Right now, you could develop those great habits. No, the G League would be a punishment to get his mind right, but I think they can get his mind right here. Yeah, he missed a practice, and he's a kid. That's a kid there. No matter that they say 18 is a grown man. No, it ain't. You can't buy tobacco in some states till you're 21. You can't buy liquor till you're 21. So he ain't a grown man. You know, but about Dwane Casey coaching, man, I don't think Dwane Casey is a good coach. And maybe it might be the circumstances he put in with Detroit, but I just watched Detroit play, and offensively, they have no offensive system. Now, that's about 70% of the NBA. The only teams I really noticed over the years that had an offensive system was the Spurs, the Warriors. They got a really good system, but a lot of teams just freelancing now. They go up the court, they spread out ISO, pick and roll. But the successful teams in this league that don't have LeBrons or guys like that, ball movement, you know, cutting, backdoor cutting. That's what made Golden State so unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? They ran a lot of sets, curls, pin downs. You know, they got their superstars working without the ball. And with Detroit, they don't have an offensive system that makes for efficient basketball. You know, they just going out there playing YMCA ball most of the time. Yeah, they might have a play out of bounds here and there, but they don't have a great system. And defensively, you know, they're not responding to them. You're not getting no energy on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, you got Bruce Brown who can play defense and Dre when he want to play defense. But this team seemed not to be responding to him. You know, on paper, this team, you know, even with the injuries, they should be a little bit more better. And I don't think he a good coach. And obviously, they don't have a general manager. They got Stefanowski, and his son just got hired as the Browns head coach the other week, which he didn't deserve, but that's another story for another day. Malik Rose, but I just think I think their whole organization is just as bad as the Detroit Lions, to be honest. A lot of bad decisions. You know, not saying Tom Gores is a bad owner, but he's just as dingy as Martha Ford about the game of basketball. And I'm not saying Dwane Casey was a bad hire. He just don't seem to be a good coach to me. And what he doing? Who has he developed since he been here? You know, who is developing under his wing? Nobody. You know, the only reason Dayambo playing, the only reason, you know, certain guys playing is because of injury. That's it. Because of injury. That's why you getting certain guys that's playing for the Detroit Pistons. It's injuries. He still don't believe in playing young players. You know, he don't want to play Christian Woods. And people say, well, he suck on defense. So do Andre Drummond. So do a lot of other guys out there. But they gotta play to learn. They gotta play to learn. That's how you become consistent. That's how you develop. You know, most of these dudes in Detroit, they develop on the bench and they develop in the practice. And when they go somewhere else and get a chance to play, now they all borderline all-stars like Spencer Dinwiddie. They all-stars like Chris Middleton. You gotta play your young players. This team ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. So Diyambo, Christian Woods, Sivy, and the only reason Sivy Malachi got out there is because of injuries. If Reggie Jackson was healthy, Luke Kennard was healthy, Derrick Rose stayed healthy, Bruce Brown was healthy, you know, and Blake was still out there, man, Sivy Malachi he'd be in the G League. He wouldn't even be in the rotation. You know, Christian Woods, they probably would have cut him. If the team was fully, they don't believe, even if this team was fully healthy, it still wouldn't be a playoff team because it won't stay healthy for long. So how you develop young players is you pull them to the side, you pair them with a veteran, or you take them yourself and show what it means to put the work in to be good. The film study, the weightlifting, the getting shots up on your own, the building that work ethic and building good habits early on. But Dwane Casey as a coach, man, he ain't that good, bro. He ain't that good. You know, his system ain't really what's working for the Pistons. But, hey, maybe it's the personnel. Maybe it's a disconnect. Maybe he can recover. Not sure. But, hey, let me know what you guys think about the Sekou Diyambo situation. Should they send him back to the G League or not? And what you think of Dwane Casey's coaching job with the Detroit Pistons over the first couple seasons, or almost the first full couple seasons. Appreciate it. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, just share the video and check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. One time for the one time. We gone.